Hello and welcome. My name is Parvesh and welcome to this series of C Sharp introduction. And this is a brand new series. We are going to start from beginner level to the advanced level of C Sharp. So let's get started. Let's see what exactly is C Sharp. C Sharp is a programming language. It was created by Microsoft in 2002. C Sharp is very simple to learn and it's very fast and it's getting very popular nowadays, and it has a very huge community that will help us if we stuck somewhere. In this part of the video we will understand the features of C Sharp. So first of all, C Sharp is an object-oriented programming. It means we will create classes and then we will create objects of those classes. If you don't know what are classes and what are objects, don't worry, we are going to study them in the future videos. Second feature is type safety. C Sharp provides us type safety, which means if I declare anything of integer type, let's say integer a, I will be able to store only numbers in this variable. I can say a equal to 5, I can say equal to 0, I can say a equal to -1. I won't be able to say a equal to apple. If I try to do this, C Sharp compiler will yell at me and it will throw me an error. Feature is versatile. It means C Sharp is a very versatile language. It can be used in web apps, it can be used in mobile application, it can be used in developing web APIs, it can be used in game development, and even it can be used in VR headset development also. So now let's go ahead and write a simple hello world program in Visual Studio. So I have my Visual Studio opened up here. Here you can see one option here to create a new project. Let's select this and create our first project in C Sharp. Once that is done, you will see a lot of options here that you can select. So these are basically the templates which are available in the Visual Studio. Let's first choose the console application and click on next. Once it is done, it will ask us to write the application name, and we have to first specify the project name and we have to specify the solution name. We can specify, if we take this mark, place solution and project in the same directory, it will create our solution and project with the same name. Let's go ahead and write some name for our project. Demo C Sharp. Once that is done, you can just go ahead and click on next. On this window, you have to select which version of .NET you want to use in your application. Don't worry if you don't know what is .NET. We are going to cover everything about .NET in future videos. If you see here, we have a lot of version available. .NET 3.1, 5.0, 6.0, 8.0. Currently 3.1 and 5.0 are out of scope, so I will not recommend to use these versions. So if you're creating your brand new application, please consider choosing .NET 6. Once that is selected, you can click on the create button. So it will do its magic and create the project for you. We have the project name, that is demo C Sharp. We have some dependencies which are added by the Visual Studio, and we have our program.cs file. We have the first line, that is console.writeLine. In that we are writing one message, hello.world, and there is one comment on the first line that we can just go ahead and remove it. So I will just remove this comment. And if you see above, there is one green button, demo C Sharp. It means if I click on this button, this code is going to compile and run on the console app. Let's see this in action. You can see here hello world is getting printed. So we have created our first application in C Sharp. Now let's understand the syntax which we have just written for our program. Here we have the console class, and we are using one method from console class, and this is our message which we want to write on the console. So don't worry if you don't know about what is n class and what is n method. We will understand everything in the future videos. When I'm writing the right line, I'm using these brackets because this is important. If we don't specify these brackets, the compiler will give us the error saying the syntax is not correct. After writing that bracket, I'm giving these double quotes, and within this double quotes, I'm writing my string which I want to print. And then I'm closing this method call with the closing bracket also, and at the end I'm using this semicolon. Semicolon is very important because at the every line of code we have to put semicolon. With this semicolon, compiler will know this line ends here. So if I remove this semicolon from the end and try to run this application, it is going to give me an error. If you see below, it is already yelling about it. It is saying semicolon is expected, but we have not given that. You can see the red line also coming here, which means we have one error here. If I put the semicolon here, it will go back to the normal state. The syntax is correct again. I can go ahead and click on my green play button again. Once that is done, it will compile the code and it will run the code again when we can see hello world. So that's it guys, that's all for the first video. In the next video we will learn how to install Visual Studio. Thank you for watching.